Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to achieve my personal and professional goals. I am an academic, as I said. I'm also a wife and a cat mom and a Passion Planner ambassador. That means if you use the affiliate link in the description of this video to purchase any Passion Planner products, I do get a small commission off that sale, and there is a discount code as well for you. So just want to be upfront about that. I've been, posting these plan with me's for a little while. I have some other planning related content I would like to post if I have time. The semester is picking up at the moment, so I haven't had any time to make that additional content. I'm also thinking about maybe posting a couple of book related YouTube videos. If you're interested in that, please leave a note in the comments. I have been reading some really interesting things this semester, and I'm kind of itching to talk about it. Well, I do talk about it with my students, but it would be fun to also talk about it here, I think. So let's get into it. This video is focusing on planning the week of March 7th through the 13th, but before we start that, I did want to give you a quick update on the current week. It is Thursday as I'm filming this because my husband is doing overnight shifts this week, and he's home in the mornings, and I want to be quiet for him so that he can sleep because the overnight shift is really rough. And so I'm taking advantage of his quick trip to get his hair cut to film this plan with me. So it's going to be a fairly quick one, I think. This week is going really well. It's been a really nice week. I've been courting some really interesting opportunities professionally and personally, so I'm excited to potentially share those with you as they become more confirmed, more solid. But for now, just to give you kind of a quick update, this week one of my priorities was NEMLA prep. That's the conference I'm attending next week, and I am still in the process of preparing for that. I'm pretty close to having everything I need ready to go, but definitely going to need some time on Friday to kind of like move the needle on that, and I might even dip my toes in the weekend here. I am a little bit behind on getting feedback to my students, but I'm hoping to also tackle that a little bit in the coming days because their midterms are coming up. So I want to make sure that I get feedback to them in time for it to help them with those midterms. So otherwise, going pretty well. I'm really liking the habit trackers here. They are kind of a visual reminder to me to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. As you can see, I'm checking off a lot of the things I had to do this week, so that's going pretty well. And some things changed. Some meetings popped up that I wasn't expecting, and a meeting that got canceled. But overall, it's been a pretty good week considering my husband's overnight shift stuff. So let's talk about the next week here. So the week of March 7th through the 13th. And as you can see, I've already blocked off NEMLA. And I did already go ahead and put some events in this week as well because I needed to think through how much time I had next week for a couple of reasons. So I went ahead and I jotted some things down just to help me, help my brain stay organized. And I popped a note on here to remind myself that Sunday is daylight savings time, and I do want to remind my panelists that that is the case because I don't want there to be a potential issue with time. So before I kind of jot more things on the calendar, I did want to go ahead and I've already picked out the stickers that I want to use for this week. This is the Women's Empowerment sticker book at Passion Planner. And there's some just really nice stickers that I think have kind of a spring vibe, and they're still they're kind of about, work in a good sense. Like this is like a big work week for me because of the conference. And it is, if I remember, it is Women's Day on the 8th. So I think it all works really well together. And so the stickers that I'm most interested in using are these ones here. I just really like the colors, and it's got like a growing theme, like a kind of a spring theme, if you will. So I thought that that was pretty appropriate for the month of March. So I definitely want to use these ones here. And then I think I'm also going to add this pink washi here and maybe some of the orange too to match this like orange going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that. So yeah, some really interesting things afoot over here in this household. As I said, my husband has overnight shifts this week, but thankfully he goes back to a normal schedule. And I've been sort of madly preparing for the conference. And I have interestingly received another ask from a publisher to talk about my book project. So I am going to take that meeting when I go to the conference and explain my book project to this person. And another book publisher is interested in me creating an edited collection. So in academia, if you're not an academic, we have different kinds of book projects, and one of the options is to put a call for proposals out and basically ask other academics to contribute to a book. And that way you get like an interesting coverage of the topic that you picked. So I, over the summer, I was attending a conference. Well, I was trying to attend a conference. Unfortunately, because of my miscarriage, I did have to miss it. But, sorry, my cat's making noise. But the good thing that came out of it is this editor is interested in potentially having me write or having me solicit manuscripts based on the topic that I would have presented on. So I'm really interested in potentially doing that. And it's just like a really cool topic. It's really kind of like a zeitgeist thing a little bit. So I just would really like to be able to do that. I'm going to put this I am phenomenal sticker on the day that I'm leading my panel. Where should I put it? Should I put it over here or should I cover up my thing? I'm going to put it underneath. And I'm going to put a little flower. So I did, of course, ask myself, like, did I want to like take on another project, you know, given everything that is happening. And, you know, it was like an interesting conversation that I had with myself, but at the same time, like, it's something I just really am passionate about. And I think if you have that passion, it will carry you through some of the more difficult times of, you know, something like that, like soliciting manuscripts. Let me see if there's any other washi that I can pull in here. All right, we have some orange washi to bring some of the orange out. Let me know in the comments if you have like a system by which you know, make decisions like that. I'd be interested to know, like, do you have some criteria you use to, oh, I'm so sorry, my cat decided to dig a hole to China in her litter box as soon as I turned the camera on, of course. So if you can hear that, I don't know how you couldn't. I am sorry for her on behalf of her. I swear, you guys, I do keep a nice clean litter box for her, but she still likes to basically dig a hole to China in there. So sorry if you can hear that. Yeah, but in terms of, I have written about on my blog, like how academics, you know, how, like, things that we need to think about when it comes to like making decisions about what projects to take on. So certainly thinking about, I'm sorry, my cat is just having a moment, but we need to think about, things like our time, our energy, other resources like, are we receiving funding for said activity? Like how will this kind of like fit in with other things that we're doing? And so, I do have like a way to kind of think about that a little bit. And I have been absolutely guilty in the past of just overloading myself. I think we've all been there. So I am trying to like be very conscientious about it and make, good decisions for my future self. It's actually good, I think, to make decisions like this at this point in the semester because I am feeling a little busy, and sometimes it's good to have like a decision foisted upon you when you are busy. That way you're like, oh, should I do this, especially if I'm going to be this busy in the future? Because if you're like on summer break and they're like, hey, you want to write this new book? And you're like, you're on summer break. And like, yeah, summer break is full of stuff for academics too, but it's not as busy. So then your relaxed summer mind is like, yeah, let's do all the things. And, and then you're like, oh crap, what did I do to myself? So this has already changed this. Yeah. This situation has changed. So I think what I'm going to do is grab, this is why I like to normally put it on sticky notes, but I was in a hurry. So I'm going to grab some Honey Bee Shop stickers because I think she'll have some like options that might work for covering up that situation and just like simplifying. Let me see about the other. This is the other Honey Bee Shop. This is the Planner Babe. Ooh, yeah. Maybe this color scheme would work better too. Well, the pink is kind of bright, but for like the pinks that I have going on here. But let me see about this one more time. Is there any other text boxes? Isn't this really cute? This is like a book. This is the Book Gazer one, and I just think it's really cute. I think I will go ahead and use this pink box though to cover up this situation. Okay, close enough. Take it. So what's happening here is I am meeting with Kristen at 1:30. And then I think I'm getting off at 2:30. So that's okay. Okay, we're fine with that. And then what I might do is I could lean into the sticker situation. The colors just aren't right. So I was planning on using this Tombow 873. And I would typically like to do this before I write the black pen because it smears, but I didn't wait. I was in a hurry and impatient. So I'm learning my lesson all over again. Okay. So my presentation is on Sunday, which is not an ideal time slot. A lot of people leave Sunday morning. So, from people are going to be looking at your work perspective, it can be a little like unfortunate, but I'm okay. I'm okay with it. That means I get to kind of like tootle around the conference and attend sessions and stuff, and then kind of end the experience on a high note. That's how I will look at it. So I have a call with my friend. Okay. And then there's a bunch of stuff on here. What is going on? Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. Okay, so 2 p.m. I've been getting better at like leaving buffer time on my digital calendar because now my Calendly is my Calendly is linked and I can send it to people and be like, claim a time if I need to, do a podcast recording or whatever, like in this case. But sometimes it's bitten me in the ass because it's like, for example, we need to actually be at our tax prep guy here. And so if I don't put in this slide, if I don't put like driving to taxes, then for example, Kristen could have booked this, 30-minute window before my tax prep. And I would be like really stressed out and rushing and everything, but I am getting wise to the Calendly function. So, live and learn, as they say. So this is when I'm meeting with one of the publishers at the actual conference. So I just want to remind myself. And my conference is using a conference app to let us basically add events to our digital calendars and to the app itself, so we can kind of see where should I be, what room should I be in, and so on and so forth. So I'm not actually going to list out all the conference the sessions that I want to attend here, because a lot of them overlap, and I kind of need to make that decision on the fly. There are some major things though that I think I'll pop in here, kind of like big events, and one is this keynote. We get to see Judith Butler talk, which is really cool. I read one of her books in graduate school, probably more than one, I don't remember. So I think that's going to be pretty awesome. And then there's this interesting special event, they're calling it. And this is like about community engagement research, and so I'm really interested in that. And then there was one more, where is yes, here it is. Noon to 2 on Friday. How is it that at a large interdisciplinary conference, all the things I want to do are happening at the same time? Yeah. So these are kind of 3 things that I don't want to miss, regardless of what else I have on offer. And I also have my my writing group. Now, I could, of course, be like, hey guys, I'm at a conference, but I missed last time, and it's, I just missed them. They're just awesome. They just kind of lift me up. So I'm it's always nice when I can make it happen. And since it's a virtual writing group, I'm like, why not actually just go to it, and then I can jump into this event here. And then I do want to note to myself that daylight savings time is happening. And I think I might have, in the Seasons of the Year Passion Planner book, I might have a daylight savings sticker, actually. My first day of spring day, April flowers, spring cleaning, spring, Easter, These are cute. Spring, living in full bloom. Springtime. Spring fever. It's a cute little like pot of gold for St. Patrick's Day. And we're in summer. Actually, yeah, I think what I did is I might have already taken the sticker out of here that had spring forward on it and put it on my month calendar is what I probably did. Okay. And I think the only other book I have is this one. And there's like some spring stickers, but nothing that says anything about springing forward. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to make a note of it then. Just to remind myself, you know how it goes. Okay, so let's take a look here. So this week's focus is NEMLA for sure. And then good things that happen for later. Okay, this week I will need to do laundry and I need to pack. I'm going to suspend the compost for now because I'll be gone, and then also I'm going to house sit for my mom. I will still, however, have my classes going on. And I have my 202 announcements. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. I actually did all my prep for my midterm class with my students, so I'm actually really excited about that. So I have the announcements. I'm definitely going to still owe students feedback, I'm pretty sure. And then that's it. I do have this workshop, but everything is prepared on my end for that. Oh yeah, I'm just going to need to like either drop that or move it entirely. This will all happen this weekend. Okay. So film a plan with me probably before I go. It's going to be kind of early, probably this Wednesday. I'll do my plan with me for the following week because I don't want to bring all my equipment with me to the hotel. Let's take a look at goals for the month. So I'm working on my NEMLA paper. That will potentially be the outline for the sample chapter. I do need to solicit notes from my writing group on the paper. So maybe I actually might add that to this week. I'm not sure if it will be sufficient quality to send it to the writing group. I'm just putting a note to remind myself, but that would be the next step that I do with it. I'd do the conference, get some feedback, hopefully from my fellow panelists, and then figure it out. That I'm going to do later. I am doing this pretty well. I should put blog on here. I did just post a blog post this morning. There is a link to my blog in the description of this video, by the way, and I actually talk about strategies for preparing for academic conferences, so you can read that blog if you are interested. We're going to do some home projects this weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to check some of that off. And then I think that's it for stuff that carries over and repeats. Oh, I'm going to need to provide some feedback to my students from this class before spring break. I'm so excited for spring break, y'all. Can't wait. I just need a little break. But the good news is that even though I do have quite a few sessions I want to attend, I'm going to basically be in a hotel room by myself a lot of the time. So I will have time to do this work, which is nice. Like, I don't like doing that on weekends when I'm with my husband, and John is planning on coming up for the weekend part of the conference. So it'll just be nice to kind of like have this time on these days to plow through some of that. And then when he comes, we can just have fun. I think that's a good plan. Okay, I'm sure I'm gonna have some more like personal items to think of, but for now, with the conference coming up, I just don't have, like, I don't want to pile on is the thing. So I do need to remind myself. I need to bring an HDMI cable because I am the host and we need to be able to plug the laptop into the projector. And I do want to put some little habit trackers on here. Let's see what we got. We got these little habit trackers. Ooh, that pink is kind of nice, like kind of muted pink. And then we got in here, we have those little mini ones. The little water trackers are kind of cute. It doesn't really matter to me if it's like a water sign or a dot. Got these ones. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with these ones, I think. I've used these before. Look how cute they are. Give it a little sparkle. Remind me to take my vitamin and everything. So get rid of that. Okay. I have some actually new stickers that I'm going to be using soon. So I am excited to share those with you guys. I was just kind of hanging on to them for the right time. Maybe I'll bring my yoga mat and do some yoga in my hotel room. I'd have to bring, well, I have my phone. I can use my Peloton app. Okie dokie. Yeah, so this is looking pretty good. I got my habits. I have my to-dos, which look very thin because I'm just kind of like waiting for stuff to happen. I should put a note. Let's actually see if I have like a cute little don't forget sticker. I'm just trying to be like kind of creative. Ooh, yeah. This is cute. Get this up off of here. There we go. Don't forget. Because I have a new podcast dropping on the 13th, and pretty sure it's dropping on the 13th. Yeah. So I want to remind myself to make sure I post that. Okay, so yes, this prep is done. This prep is done. I will need to edit this once it happens. This tax prep is done. NEMLA prep is the only thing that I have not finished. I will get to it. Okay, I think that's it for this plan with me. Thank you again for watching, for sticking around for all of my little micro decisions here. Stay tuned. I'm going to post an early-ish plan with me. It'll be the same time for you guys, but I'll film it earlier so you can see what I'm going to do for the week of St. Patrick's Day. It also happens to be my spring break week, so I've got some fun stickers to use, and I'm excited to share them with you. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned. At some point, someday, I will have more time to post some about the fun projects I'm working on, and also maybe some of the books that I'm reading in my classes. So thanks again. Take care.